Bleacher Report is coming out and saying the Houston Texans are a viable option for Lamar Jackson. Let's react to this video. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of The Lead. Your host is always Harley Dugan. Here we got in front of us is Bleacher Report coming out, and this is a dude for working for Bleacher Report saying that the Houston Texans could be a viable option, present a nice package for Lamar Jackson. Now, this is interesting, and as Texans fans, if you're not interested in Lamar Jackson, then I don't know what you're doing here, because everyone should be interested in Lamar Jackson. Whoever needs a quarterback should want Lamar Jackson. Obviously, the package and everything enticing to it is a little worrisome, but without further ado, let him talk, and then we react.
The Houston Texans. I think that Houston would give the second overall draft choice in this year's draft, probably the 12th pick as well, next year's first-round draft choice, and next year's third-round draft choice. If the Texans aren't in love with either of the top quarterbacks, namely Anthony Richardson, Will Levis, Bryce Young, and CJ Stroud, I think that this is a move that they could potentially make, and it would be a bombshell in the AFC South, that's for sure. Granted, it would be tough to give up both first-round draft choices this season, specifically when they have needs, a lot of spots on the roster, specifically a wide receiver, which could help potentially the rookie quarterback that they draft this season at number 2 overall. But if they're not in love with any of these guys, I think that this is something that you have to pull the trigger on. They've been bottom of the barrel for basically 3 seasons now. The last year of the Deshaun Watson period in Houston, they went 4-12 ever since. They've been at the bottom of the barrel, really. And this could be a potentially franchise-changing trade for the Houston Texans, starting off the DeMeco Ryans era with a real bang. Coming in, a brand new coach, a lot of excitement around the franchise right now. I like the moves that they've made in this free agency period, bringing in Robert Woods, Dalton Schultz, who I think is one of the more underrated tight ends in the National Football League, to add on to Nico Collins, who really kind of broke out last season, Noah Brown, who they got from the Dallas Cowboys, and John Mechie, who was out all of last season, obviously, with his cancer situation. We hope that he will make a full recovery, obviously, but I believe he is going to be cleared for football activities, maybe even as soon as this spring, I believe. But the quality of wide receivers could potentially, be a hindrance to Lamar wanting to go to Houston. But that being said, it would create a deadly backfield with Dameon Pierce, who really had a tremendous rookie season last year, and they just signed Devin Singletary. So a decent 1-2 punch in their backfield. Adding Lamar Jackson to that mix, running the football, could potentially be very, very good for the Houston Texans.
So, right out the gate, let's hear that just a few seconds.
The Houston Texans. I think that Houston would give the second overall draft choice in this year's draft, probably the 12th pick as well, next year's first-round draft choice, and next year's third-round draft choice.
3 first-round picks. Did I hear that right? Hear it again.
The Houston Texans. I think that Houston would give the second overall draft choice in this year's draft, probably the 12th pick as well, next year's first-round draft choice, and next year's third-round draft choice.
So you're looking at 3 first-round picks and a third-round pick for Lamar Jackson. That's what he thinks the Houston Texans have to give up in order to get the caliber of quarterback that is Lamar Jackson. This guy is an MVP. Let's remember, there is various amounts of great highlights from Lamar Jackson in the regular season. And then the playoffs happen, and it's somewhat of a ghost performance till then. The Houston Texans can be getting a franchise quarterback. I have no problem with it. Even in regards to the previous comment I just said, I have no problem getting Lamar Jackson. But giving up the 2nd overall, the 12th overall, a first next year, and then a 3rd-round pick. Boys, 3 first-round picks, 1 third-round pick. That is not smart. I'm not doing it. And I like Lamar Jackson. He immediately makes you a powerhouse in the AFC. All you got to do is add the necessary weapons around him, build the defense up a little more, and the Houston Texans are on the ups. But as of right now, we are on the ups. In drafting, your ticket of either Bryce Young or CJ Stroud is that's the ticket right now. And the Houston Texans, they're one of two teams that has a ticket, and they're willing to punch it in. I'm pretty sure we're not getting Lamar Jackson, just a thought. But the presence and being named into this list is exciting. It's definitely exciting for fans to be listed on here. But I'm not listening to some dude wearing a Yankees hat, first of all. Okay, let's get that straight real quick. I'm not listening to some dude with a Yankees hat telling me that we are going to give up 3 first-round picks. No, sir. No, sirree. Get the hell out of here. No more Lamar Jackson. Don't want it. I know what Laramie Tunsil said. Don't want it. I will be dropping a video separate of this. This is just the reaction video to it. But Lamar Jackson, 3 first rounds, a 3rd round pick. I am not doing that, Texans fans. I like him. I do. He's a franchise quarterback. I like that. But 3 first round picks is heavy. 2-12 and a first next year. If you were giving up the 2nd, which is obvious because they need a quarterback, if you're keeping 12, I don't mind it. But having to give up both and a pick next year, not doing it. Off the table. Sayonara. Let's get out of here. Lamar Jackson, you are not a Houston Texan. As always, guys, go Astros, go Rockets, go Texans. You have a blessed day.